Alright, here we are. So, level 38, ready to change your class again. But alas, you got two choices. You have the light path, the Edelfrei, or you have the dark path of Duelist. But something about the light appeals to you. It's almost as if the light is calling to you, saying, "Choose me, I'm the best class in the game." And there's nothing you could do, you are powerless, and you choose the Edelfrei. So, what's the deal with the Edelfrei, the Swordmaster? Well, it doesn't have as much strength as the Duelist, so it must be bad. Not so. Alright, let's get into this. So, as you know, we still have this OP skill from the Gladiator, but now we also get Mastery. Weapon efficiency increases by 15%. Alright, so what this does is, in battle, it does not show on your stats, but it does increase the damage of your weapons. So, I have the silver blade because it looks stylish, but now let's get to the good stuff. Here we are. So the Ragnarok. This will be the Swordmaster's final weapon. You will get this from gold seeds. So it is 112 attack power. Now the Deathbringer is the Duelist final sword at 122 attack power. What Mastery does is it increases the stats of your weapon by 15% in battle. Now the Duelist will have about somewhere around 15 more strength points than the Swordmaster. So if you were going to use a weapon that they could both use, such as the Dragon's Bane, and you go ahead and you put your Strength CERN on your bar. Do I want to do this? Sure, we'll do it. I'll just roll back to save. So you go here. You're just gonna keep eating them. And so when you bring the strength comparable to the Duelist, you will see on a equal attack value weapon that the Swordmaster will hit a bit harder. Again, this is only when you pump up the strength, so that you could do just a good test. You'll see higher variations on the Swordmaster. So this is quite good. In general, the Duelist will hit harder right now. It does have a more powerful weapon. However, if you've been paying attention or watched any of the other videos, you know that the fourth and final class is a mishmash of the tier 3 classes, and therefore you will get one weapon that they could both use. In this case, it would be the Hunting at 160. So obviously the Swordmaster, with its Mastery passive, will hit harder. But for now, on your tier 3, you're not going to see it unless you're going to pump some strength into them and use an equally powerful weapon that they could, both use. But in the future, the Swordmaster, this is a good passive. Okay, period. Again, on the Duelist, you get, I believe it's called Adrenaline Rush. That is just a quality of life passive. It can simply be emulated with a Drake scale. This is the same effect, only that the Duelist gets it, quality of life. So the Swordmaster is clearly better here. Now let's move on to class strikes. Now, again, the Duelist, its Eruption Sword, renamed Quakebringer, was disappointing for me. But Hollow Slash is a giant fan shaped AoE, and it does 12 hits of projectiles and one final big projectile. So the final one's going to be around, I don't know, 1200, 1100, somewhere around there. and these ones are going to hit for around, I don't know, 300. So the Quakebringer does a little bit more damage, but this one is I don't know. The AOE's bigger. It also has better sort of tracking, and it also hits multiple times on a large boss. So either way, this one's good. Hollow Slash. Alrighty, let's move on. So stats, as you know, the first three are going to correlate to a class. This was the neutral class, the fighter. We went gladiator, picked up attack saber. The gladiator is the only class in the game that actually gets the tier 1 attack saber, so it's exclusive to him, and it's quite good, quite unique. So what do we get here? 21 to 33, we get a attack saber 2. Now this is the same deal as the first attack saber. These do stack. It's just going to increase your saber damage even further. This is quite good. It's very good. The only issue with this is you do have to equip it. So if, you know, even though this is the dark path for Duran, he is still an amazing support character due to the fact that he gets 2 attack saber abilities. But that's not all. So not only is he the best attack saber user, well, not only is he the best saber user in the game due to the 2 attack sabers, he also gets this crazy skill here. Attack increased by 40%, defense decreased by 40%. So this is just a massive power increase, and it's just 1 skill, 1 slot. Crazy, very crazy. This works on everything. Class strikes, normal attacks, charge attacks, anything that's going to use attack. So anything but, you know, projectiles, shurikens, axes. This is just amazing. It really is. The defense decrease is, you're not even going to notice it. Again, you're just going to be blowing things up so fast it won't matter. And finally, let's get this. We get another 10 points of strength, which is quite good. More strength, more damage, more bragging rights. All right, so again, offensive stance. It's just crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. When I don't understand it. The Swordmaster is the best class in the game. It has the mastery passive. It has an amazing tier 3 class strike. It gets the only class in the game that has 2 attack sabers. It's, you know, you can get offense stance, which just makes it even crazier. Again, it's really not that big of a deal, because if you wanted to, you could go into stamina. He has already the highest stamina and HP in the game, and he's going to get even more. So offensive stance is just, it's, you know, you're not even going to see it. It won't even matter. However, if you wanted to play a sort of tank role, support role, which Duran can do quite easily due to the fact that he gets 2 attack saber skills, you can go ahead and put on defensive stance. And this is the polar opposite of offensive stance. Defense increases by 40%, attack decreased by 40%. So, you know, if you wanted to use a, you know, you wanted to go Kevin as the DPS carry, Reese, you know, I suppose you can put this on, but, you know, he can also do that. So this class just has everything, and it's pretty crazy. And of course, we get same deal. We're also going to get fraction. So the duelist does get this again for a certain furry creature of doom. This will annihilate that creature. So again, the Swordmaster is equal with the duelist here. only that it gets weak point all. So if you are exploiting elemental weakness, such as, you know, Angela, Hawkeye, this will affect their damage. The good thing about it is you do not have to waste a slot in their loadout. Duran can take this and give the effect to everyone. So I mean, even in intelligence, he's still quite good. Fraction and weak point. The defensive skills to help offset the offensive stance, attack sabers, everything. And we're not done yet, by the way. So Gladiator, it got the sabers here. So now let's look and see what we got here. Oh, look. Wow. No, I'm cheating. We're not going to go down yet. Here we are. So we got 10 more spirit, and we now have multi-target sabers on our 4 basic elements. This is a massive quality of life. You only got to just cast it once, and you're going to buff everyone. Again, even if you do not want to play the elemental rock, paper, scissors, which you can with weak point and weak point all and weak point, you don't need to, because you have attack saber and attack saber 2, so you're just going to get buff to everyone, their class strikes and their combos. And it's going to be super quality of life because you have multi-target sabers. But you know, we're not done yet. I guess they needed to make them even crazier. And look what we get here. We get Leaf Saber, which is another elemental saber. Of course, Leaf and Moon are weak to each other. So you have Stone and Lightning are weak to each other. Ice and Flame, weak. Leaf, Moon Saber, weak. And then you have, of course, Holy Saber or Saint Saber. I'm not... Maybe it was Saint Saber in the original. Either way, we have Holy Saber and Dark Saber. The Duelist gets Dark Saber. The Paladin gets Holy Saber. But Dark Saber is absolutely useless outside of one fight. And but you know, look what we got here. We got the Leaf Saber. If this is your first time through the game and you don't have all the OP skills, all the money, all the experience, and the know-how, this will help. If especially for your casters, again, you could just slap this on Angela or Reese. She has very costly summons. And last but not least, we get Moon Saber, and this is your life leech saber. Again, you just slap it, you know, on someone like Kevin, Duran, Reese, and you just hit the enemy, and you don't have to worry about HP at all. So he's just really crazy. It's just really crazy. But you know what? We're not even done yet. We're not done yet. We still got another tree here. So let's see what we get in this tree. Again, 2 through 6, that was our first class. 9 through 15, that would be our gladiator. He wasn't quite, you know, luck wasn't really that good. But now, lo and behold, we get these skills here. Concentrate, crit hit chance increased by 25%. This is quite good. He just does tons of damage, and now he's going to crit even more on top of already, you know, the more stats that you have. So you know, when you're level 99, or you're starting to get up there, you know, 40, 50, 60, and you're ramping up, you're going to see more crits because you're having more luck. So on top of that, you're just going to get another crit skill. So he's, you know, he's pretty crazy. And again, you get crit damage by 30%. These have excellent synergy together. The Duelist does get Flourish. This is a chain skill, but you're going to want to keep this on Duran. You may give it to somebody else if you want Duran to go the support path. Or, you know, then again, he really doesn't even need it because he just does so much damage. It's crazy. So here we are. It's, you know, he's definitely the best class in the game. This one is. I mean, obviously, he can't cast magic spells like Angela, so, you know, you could say something like, you know, Grand Diviner or Archmage is the best class in the game. But, you know, but then, again, you just use the same argument. well, Angela can't, you know, hit things with the sword. So, but you know, excluding, you know, things like that, this is the best class in the game. He does it all. Support. Fraction owns a certain furry endgame boss quite easily. It's just ridiculous. All right, so let's make sure I have the I don't have the OP scale skills on her. Wow. Let's put on Cactus Soul and Chaos Protection. There we are. Alright, now we're ready to steamroll. So, now just leave this off, just for now. Alright, so it's your tier 3 class. You do not get any new moves to your normal string. However, you do get your final power attack, and it's quite good on Duran. It's a big single target slash, does tons of damage, and doesn't really waste any time. You don't need to multi-hit anything. You just crush them straight up. All right, so I think I'll show you the class strike first. All right, let's redo this. So now that I have, there we are. Well, so it's just the range on it is just massive, and you just throw one of those out. This just chews up large bosses with the multiple hits. Same thing with Quakebringer, but this is probably, I mean, it definitely has better hitbox on it, and it's just really good. All right, so that's that. So now let's build out our Swordmaster. So first thing we're gonna do is try out some damage. Okay, so we're about so somewhere around there, 260, 270. All right, let's do this again. 260. Come on now. So somewhere around there. Alright, so now let's put on our offensive stance. Look at that. Now we're at 360. 370. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid skill. It really is. For what you get out of it for one slot, I mean, it's just massive. Just, I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. But that's not all. We can, of course, slap on Concentrate, and let's do Flourish. So, look at that. Crit. 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 Let's see. Crit. It's just ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous character. Again, keep in mind that the Duelist can do the same thing. It does have Wound and Rage. It's just that the Swordmaster, it's just the easy way to that big juicy damage. Well, let's just go ahead and slap on. I don't even know what I want to do with him. Let's do. Let's just go ahead and put on the attack sabers. Why not? All right. Let's see what saber. No, I don't want to do this just yet. I'm going to show you the difference in the saber damage. Let's go with. Let's do Moon Saber, Leaf Saber. All right. There we are. Moon Saber. Let's see the damage. So about 350, somewhere around there. So pretty much the same. 350. All right, and as you know, we are healing. We're just healing. So I mean, even with our offense stance and our defense, it doesn't matter. All right, so now let's slap on our attack sabers. Okay, I already killed those guys. Same deal, moon saber. Look where we're at 500 now. Now we're at 500. It's just ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, and look at that. It's just crazy. Just a crazy class. And again, you can do this for everyone. Let's do Stone Saber. Yeah, that'll be good for everyone. So let's check the damage. We're about 260, somewhere around there. Alright, switch back. What do we got? Look at that. We went up 100 points on him. So it does work for everyone. He does get the multi-target sabers. You know, again, it's going to work. Class strike. See how the damage, we're at 500 when we were at about 300. Just a crazy class. It's really, you know, I was really hoping that the Duelist would, you know, at least have his crazy eruption sword, but they didn't even want to give that to him. Again, you know, if we're doing weakness, well, the shadow guy is weak against holy, so we'll do that. Where is... Okay, yeah, alright. Sorry about that. My brain shut down for a second here. This is... Alright, so... This is Shadow Zed. He is weak to holy, so we're about 270. What am I doing? I don't need to run away. Let's pop a claw. Let's just eat it. A tasty, tasty claw. And as you can see, we are 368. See, he's weak. So now let's slap on our weak points. There we are. Now let's see. And what do you know? We are 483. So the Swordmaster as a support and buffer, it doesn't support the team like Elish does with passive buffs and multi heals. It does drop multi-target sabers, and still, you know, with weakness exploit, attack saber 1 and 2, and moon saber, offensive stance. It gets concentration. The Duelist does not get concentration. It's just stacked. This is the crazy class. I mean, there's it's really good. They definitely could have spread some of its OP-ness to the other classes, namely Paladin and Duelist. But, you know, is what it is. This is a great class. You can do support, offensive support, whereas the Liege and the Paladin to an extent would be a more defensive support with heals. You can do offense. You can be just as good as a Duelist. And when we get our final class, you're going to get even crazier, and you're going to leave everybody in the dust. So this is the Edelfrei, the Swordmaster, and I'll end it here. I'll see you guys again. Take care now.